it's one thing to call a game small, maybe referring to its length or something about its quaint aesthetics. But Toem, a game about the joy of photography, is small in the way a snow-topped winter cabin is small, or a sleeping cat is small, or a plate of cube-shaped cheeses and nicely sliced meats is small. It's small in totality, pristine, complete, precise. It's perfect for snuggling under a blanket on a quiet evening with a mug of cocoa to finish in one contented sitting. Toem starts with smallness in premise. A young protagonist, equipped with only a camera and a pair of clogs, journeys through their little black and white world to witness Toem's titular phenomenon, a spectacle described in the opening minutes with awestruck vagary. After departing from their quiet hometown, they visit adorably diverse areas, including a dense forest, a seaside town, a bustling city, and a snowy mountain peak, helping members of their community with their camera along the way. The initial camera functions are simple ones. You can zoom in and out, or flip it to take a selfie. Later, you get a tripod that lets you set up specific shots, and a horn that you can honk to elicit goofy reactions from your subjects. Rain, snow, and mud can spatter your camera lens, though certain items or interactions will clear the problem up. Beyond these, don't expect more elaborate photo editing tools from Toem, though just 5 minutes with it is enough to know that fancy camera functions would be utterly beside the point. Though its bookend areas are short by storytelling necessity, the rest are densely packed, with diorama-like designs giving the feel of playing around with a well-made set of paper dolls. Each map is stuffed with interesting interactions, featuring characters like a grouchy newspaper boss who's rightfully proud of his mustache, or a DJ Moose performing a set to an audience of glow-stick-waving fans. There are longer stories too, like the investigator you run into in each town who's after a shady character hiding in the scenery, or a series of ghosts tired of having to do everything for themselves. Most of Toem's encounters happily marry the ordinary with either myth or absurdity, elevating day-to-day moments by asking you to look a little closer through a camera lens and appreciate the ways in which an army of ants might be just as delightful as a lurking woodland monster. Many of Toem's little photographed stories are useful for moving forward, as community service is rewarded with free bus rides to the next area. That means you'll have to help out a handful of folk in each area through photo taking, fetch quests, or exploration in order to reach your eventual goal. You're free to take on whichever tasks you want to reach the quota for moving on, so if you get stuck on something, it's easy to just swap to another. But Toem's humorous, grounded writing is so enjoyable that I was eager to try and finish every possible task just to see all its world had to offer. And it was easy to go beyond even that, as Toem also comes with a short list of achievements, collectible clothing items, a critter compendium you can fill with photos of animals, and plenty of surprising interactions to stumble across as you go. You can also collect a number of soothing music tracks from composers Launchable Socks and Jamal Green, which will dip in and out as you wander through the world and offer both musical accompaniment and also, critically, occasional silence to appreciate Toem's superb sound design. What Toem doesn't do is gamify photography further than take a photo of this to move forward. There's no photo scoring. Toem doesn't need it. The cute, humorous scenarios Toem rewarded my curiosity with were almost always satisfying enough without having to try and set up some perfect shot. And even without a reward to motivate me, I often found myself framing goofy selfies with characters and places I liked. I only spent about 3 hours finishing Toem's story, and an extra hour after that finding every last secret. I could have happily stayed longer, but Toem was such a precise, neatly wrapped little box of a game that I feel greedy asking for more. It's complete in a way I feel games often struggle to be, like a tasty meal that's filling rather than stuffing. I think there's something brave about making something that is deliberately small in an industry where padded length and grand scope are often equated with value. I love walking away from a game feeling this content. is a satisfying little photography adventure packed with witty writing, goofy yet grounded characters, and a wealth of picturesque moments to photograph. Though simple to complete, its diorama-like maps, cartoon style, and pleasing music and sound make it an inviting world to stay in long enough to uncover all its secrets. Unpretentious and clever, Toem encourages its audience to elevate seemingly mundane encounters through the scrupulosity of a camera lens, splashing its world with enough myth, humor, and joy to turn every moment into a photographable phenomenon as intriguing as the one in its title. For more cute little games, check out our reviews of Chicory, A Colorful Tale, and Hua. And for everything else, keep it right here on IGN.